last couple of videos, we've been talking about how we're having trans issues, so we are taking this over to my dad's shop now, loading it up on the trailer because it's that bad. I don't want to drive it, so I'm going to take it over there and start disassembling it. I think the battery's dead. And by that I mean it's dead. Lovely.
I heard. Can you help me?
No. What do you need?
I need you to pull the latch on the Focus hood.
Okay. Finally. I don't know if it's good and I don't know if it's graceful, but I've mastered getting in. Alright. Well, trans is engaged right away. I'm gonna drive around for a sec. You can definitely tell the trans is mad. Go to drive. That's why I didn't want to drive it to the shop, because when we drove it around the other day, we actually almost got stranded at a light because it didn't want to go after being stopped. So I am only driving it around so the battery will charge a little bit, and then we're gonna load it up and take it to my dad. To be clear, my dad is not working on it. He doesn't do transmission builds, so we basically have to take it out, and he has a guy that he's been working with for years that is going to be working on it and diagnosing what's wrong with it. We're hoping that it's just clutches, but as you can see from the title of the video, my dad and I are trading cars today. We are legitimately just trading. So I thought it would be interesting to kind of compare, since these cars are both around the same power. Yes, mine is lighter, not by a ton though. Thought it might be a fun little comparison because I did race them in the summer, so kind of going back over that, and we'll be talking about it. So I'm gonna go be visiting my dad, and I will talk about a Hellcat. So we made it. We are dropping my car off, and we are going to be hanging out with my dad for a little bit and checking out his Hellcat. I also wanted to show you guys his other car that I have a rivalry with that I'm going to be racing this summer. So just a small intro because it's finally back together. It's been down all season and all winter, and I just want to show you it because it's definitely going to be making an appearance in my next couple videos. So this is my dad's Coyote that I wanted to show you. It is a 2011. It is the very first Coyote that came back out. It's actually the very first car I ever drag raced. So I have a little bit of a sentimental attachment and rivalry with it. It's got 9.0, and now that we'll have the same blower, we're going to be a neck and neck. The only advantage this car has over mine is that it's lighter. So I can't wait to be able to race this car. I knocked the Hellcat off the list. Now I'm going to be able to check this car off the list, and I keep messing with him that I should have a smaller pulley, and it's just a rivalry between my dad and I can't wait to beat this car too. I know he is not very excited that my car is almost as fast in half the time, and by half I mean a fourth of the time. I've only had my car almost, August will be 2 years. He's had this car, he got it the summer of July 2010. And I remember that because he got it the weekend that my graduation party from high school was. So it's gonna be a fun summer. Can't wait. So like I said earlier, we're here in my dad's Hellcat. This is actually the first time that I've asked him to drive one of his cars, and he said yes. So, I'm a bit shocked right now. I just wanted to drive. I actually haven't ever driven this car, like just drive it. I took it down the track once, and I really didn't like it because it felt very like floaty and glassy on the top end. It's kind of cold out today, so we're not going to beat on it a ton. But I kind of just wanted to have an idea because Brian and I actually have been talking about getting a Hellcat as a daily for him. Probably not going to be happening after everything that's going on with shutdown and COVID right now, but it's maybe a future plan in the summer. So it's kind of fun to kind of drive and see what we think of this, and then get my dad's opinion on this car versus Mustangs that he's had in the past. This screen, I feel like, is not nicer, but I feel like it's, I don't know why, it seems so much bigger than ours.
I think it is bigger than ours, but it looks like it's a potato filming it from.
Oh, that is one thing I am so jealous of. Blower wine. My car does not have any blower wine.
I bet it will when you put that 10 rib on it.
I hope so.
If not, we'll just spin it to the moon.
So, first impression of this car, I actually feel kind of small in it, which is very odd for me being 5'10". So if you didn't see in the summer, I actually raced this car with my car. If you didn't see my previous video in the summer, I actually raced this car. So before we went on Ignite Fuel and we put a smaller pulley on mine, these two cars were very comparable in power. So that's why I really wanted to race it, because I knew it would be pretty fair actually. This car does weigh a little bit more. How much would you say with my dad in it does it weigh more?
With him in it, it's probably 4,600 with him in it.
With him in it, 4,600?
Yeah.
And I was at what, 4,000?
39.
No, we weren't at 39 yet. We didn't pull.
Oh, we didn't do brakes yet. So yeah, you were probably right around 4,000.
Yeah, so with me in it, I would say we were about 4,000. So it was comparable as far as power. I made a little bit less than this car, but the weight advantage obviously helped me. So this car was just, I joked that I want to pick this car off the list. And a lot of people when they watched that video said, oh honey, your dad let you in. But a way to tell if somebody's letting you in a drag race or like at the track is the mile per hour, and him and I had virtually almost the same mile per hour, so you would know that he was not letting me win. Or if you knew my dad, you would definitely know he wasn't letting me win. I can't believe how much the blower whines.
It's a little blower.
Oh, so it's just spun really hard?
Yeah.
What size blower is it?
I believe these are a 2.4 liter blower.
2.4.
It's not real small, but Red Eye's got a 2650.
Did they?
I think so. I don't actually know, but this is what I feel like I know.
We can ask my dad.
Okay.
Just remember it.
Okay.
You were right?
Hellcat's got a 2.4, and I'm sorry, Red Eye's got a 2.7 liter.
No.
So, sorry, Mopar fanboys.
Sorry. That's why we correct.
Damn, Joe, look at that barn.
It's a big barn.
I need a barn like that.
So for a tank, it handles really good, but I'm gonna be honest, I think my car handles better. Again, I guess that has to do with the weight. But I definitely, that's one thing that upsets me about like turning my car into a race car is God, it just was so perfect.
Yeah, but I like I've said, I think if you put full-size wheels back on it, it would still feel well, because your car makes so much power that when you launch, it needs a stiffer spring in it anyways. So the springs that you have aren't like a soft drag spring. They're like a stiffer they're sold as like a handling type spring for a lower power car.
Yeah, but like, would we just keep like the Vikings loose?
No, you'd probably have to tighten them to get them to, you know, handle and respond well. There's just...
Here we go. Alright, that pushed my head back a little bit. I just want to beat on it because it sounds so good. Gosh, I just want it for the dang blower noises. Let's go get Brian. Slow.
I mean, you can get on it, so it just sounded like an exhaust.
I was trying to. It was spinning.
Was it?
Yes.
No.
So attempting to get on it, it definitely was spinning, and I, again, saying it's only 44 degrees out, I was not going to put this thing in a ditch.
I would have walked home.
Oh, you didn't have to walk.
No, I would have if you put it in a ditch.
Oh, because my dad would have killed me.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been associated with that.
We're supposed to be a team.
We're supposed to be, but you left me on the side of the road. I don't know what happened, Lidge. You left me on the side of the road and then just went AWOL.
You're so sweet to me.
I know.
I just got a little bit of my dad's trust, so I also wasn't going to push it too hard.
Oh, puppy.
I would really like to drive his Coyote and see what an S197 first gen Coyote with a fifth gen or a Gen 5 blower feels like with a new Coyote in an S550 with the same blower.
Find out when you aren't pushing head gaskets this year because you're O-ringing it. He is.
Since my dad has seen my car and the evolution of his Coyote and seeing this and how quickly my car has evolved versus how quickly this car has evolved, like, do you think in the future or in the past actually, would you go back and just get an 18 if you could rather than doing this?
I don't know, I got into the Dodge scene because I always liked these newer Dodges and I always wanted to get into being able to tune and modify the Hemis. So that happened when HP Tuner got involved for me about 4 or 5 years ago now. Aside from brand loyalty for most people, I'm always going to be a Mustang guy. I did this to basically bring in revenue, and I like Challengers and I like the new Hemi car. The Mustang is cool, and I think a lot of people are going to go back to it.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
I think I do.
I think people filled a void with the Hellcat scene for the last 5 years, and it was a good car. It's a good void. I still have mine and plan on tweaking it some more this summer.
What do you plan to do next to it?
Port the blower or replace it. Whipple supposedly has one coming out for it, so one of the two here sometime this spring maybe. That's about it. I'm not gonna take any weight out of it or do anything like most guys do. It's gonna stay a civil, real car.
Have you weighed it with you in it? With these wheels?
Yeah, at US 131 with me in it, I think it was 44 and some change.
That's what we said.
No, it was more than that because they weigh 44 with no driver.
The Challenger's 44 with no driver?
Yeah, the Chargers are 180, 200 more than that. I want to say it was 45 and some change with me in it with these wheels and tires. And these aren't light. These are nothing special.
Yeah, I was going to say, these are pretty heavy. Do you enjoy this car still or no?
Yeah, I love it. I love the size. I love the 8-speed. The cool old school pushrod V8. I like the car.
Do you plan on keeping it?
I don't know yet. We'll see how some things go with the next generation of these. Are supposedly 22 is supposed to change. I don't know.
You'd consider another one?
Yeah, I think I'd like to do a Charger next.
We told you. I told you to get a Charger.
I like the wide body Charger. Yeah, but I didn't care for the Charger till now. The wide body Charger looks good.
I'm judging you. I like the wide body of these.
Yeah, well,
These
I did the
are
little
good.
baby wide body here.
What are those called? Because we got a lot of questions.
Little Devils. They just bolted on. They came pre-painted and ready to go. They actually clipped on. I think the front, one of the two have bolts or small screws, and two of them just kind of basically clipped in.
So when you did the bottom end on this car, was it because it was damaged?
Yeah, it had a bent connecting rod. Yep.
Because of nitrous?
Yes.
Are you gonna put spray back on this car?
I don't know right now. I'm not sure. Maybe it's on the car. I just haven't used it in a couple of summers.
What's the best it ever ran?
Without the nitrous, well, the best it's ever run with and without the nitrous was last fall. Without it was 946, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
in October, I think it did that.
When we raced back at Milan, you didn't let me win, right?
No, the car was just slower that day.
Sorry, I needed video
Yeah,
proof.
sure, I let you win. I let my daughter win.
No.
I did the right thing.
See, I just needed video proof that it was you because a lot of people
the car
wrote.
was off that day. I don't know what happened.
Oh,
it didn't hook.
the car was off.
Yeah, just an off
Except
day.
mine runs 3/10 faster, which I guess if mine was 400 pounds heavier, it would be the same.
Right.
It's just the weight advantage that I have.
Yeah, this ran good for what it has for a stock blower. That's the beauty of the Hellcat engine. It comes with a really good blower and a stout motor from the factory. The 8-speeds hold up really good. They're just heavy.
Even though the blower's kind of small.
It's small by today's standards because of the 2.9s and the 3 liters and everything else, but this is like a 2.4 something.
Yeah.
It's not a.
Oh, I thought we
It's
looked
not
this
terribly
up.
small.
This is 2.4.
What's
Red
the
Eye's
Red Eye?
got 2.7s.
Right.
Okay. Would you consider if they did like a red eye Charger? Would you do one? That'd be kind of
Maybe. I
cool.
mean, if it's not 125,000, maybe.
If it's 125,000, you're just getting a Jeep. Just get that. That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that's all my questions. We'll get back to. We got to figure out my car.
Okay.
I just want to hear it from you too. Do you think like 850s will be capable out of my car this summer?
I hope so.
Oh, hey.
Once the built
hey,
motors in it with a 10 rib,
I
I'm
like
hoping.
it. He's giving me hope, and that's all I can ask for. That's all I can ask for. All right, well that's it. We'll get some stuff on your Coyote
Right.
after that because it's gonna be literally the identical build as my car now.
Yeah, it's done. I just got to get it out and sort it out.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
You done?
Yep.
All right.
This video is sponsored to you by no one. I just like Green Monster.
So this is concluding this video. I know this isn't really typical for the channel, but I did want to do something. I've been having a lot of people request my dad and just doing something different, so I figured why not be different and have a totally different car. So this car is a blast. Probably won't be buying one really in the future just for the fact that we're going through quarantine right now and we don't have $40,000 to spend on a new car for Brian. You need a little bit more practical daily. We'll go into that when time goes on, but we're pretty excited about everything that's going on. Unfortunate stuff going on with the trans, but that's the life of having a race car. And hopefully, since a lot of our house projects have been wrapped up and with quarantine, we're not allowed to move. So guess what we have left? The SN. So we're gonna be getting to the SN soon too. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you didn't, please be kind and let us know what we could do next. So that's the only thing that stinks is everybody's been saying to put out more content, which I really appreciate, but I just don't want to put out crap.
So if you guys have ideas or maybe do a live next week, let me know what you guys think and we can try it. We'll see you later.